Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video. In this particular video, I want to give a resounding message to my community, to my people. I hope that this message resounds and permeates through your mind and your spirit and really gets you to thinking. I want you to think about changing your ways. I want you to think deeper about what's going on in the world. And I want you to make a decision of which path you're going to walk here in this life. Time is drawing near. Things are not going to be the same. You can let that dream go. Things are changing. And you got choices to make. I got to propose a question to a lot of you brothers, in particular, speaking to you men. That question is, are you still a cotton-picking slave? Are you still a cotton-picking slave? Now, this particular topic here is influenced and inspired by Elder Mikama out here in Las Vegas. Interesting analogy. Money is made out of 75% cotton and about 25% linen. A lot of you street dudes out there, you cotton pickers and slaves and don't even realize it. You know why? Because you a slave to that almighty dollar. Yeah, you do anything for those dead presidents. You sell drugs to your community. You murder your people. You sell yourself short. And this can go for ladies too. Women selling their bodies. All on Backpage. OnlyFans page. All for the almighty dollar. You are technically a slave. There's no way to sugarcoat that. You are a cotton-picking slave. Because you're doing anything for some faces on some dead paper. Some dead faces on some dead paper. And we really got to start evaluating ourselves. You got to understand the Most High God creates everything. He can give wealth. And I'm not speaking about having things. It's good to have things. It's good to have resources. The Bible even tells you that money can be a defense. Money can be used to do good. But when you become a slave to money, what end up happening is the culture that we have right now in our communities, where people are selling their mothers short. There's no loyalty. There's no trust with each other. A lot of the times we can't come together as people and actually build something because we're all selfish because we're afraid of losing money. We're afraid of actually sharing with one another. This capitalistic society have taught us to be stingy. Taught us to be selfish. It's all about me, me, me. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And now look at the world. Look at our people. Cotton pickers. You thought that when you left those plantations and you was on that field, getting that bullwhip, picking that cotton, you thought that changed, right? It haven't changed for a lot of y'all because that cotton still is controlling you. Now they don't have to take a bullwhip and slap you over the back and a scolding sun. Now all they got to do is give you a music video and show you some materialism, show you some cars, show you some women, show you the champagne bottles popping and the alcohol spraying everywhere, show you the glitz and the glamour. And a lot of you impressionable, weak-minded brothers out there are moved and intrigued by this. A lot of y'all want the street cred, the street fame. Listen, I want to be known worldwide for being righteous. That's what men of the Most High should be desiring. Not damn Martin Luther King Boulevard. not a boulevard or a street that they gave you, and trying to roll and control a neighborhood. The prophets of old, Christ, they still being talked about. They have become immortalized in this world. Ancient philosophers, brothers who was bringing truth and bringing heat, still known to this day. We still talk about these individuals. As men, that's what you're supposed to be desiring. You're supposed to desire kingship and rulership, but you chasing after a damn dollar. Let's go here to the Bible, where it says in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." You've pierced yourself through with many sorrows, thinking that money is the answer to your problems. You have erred. Don't you know that all that you need in this world, you already have it? All you got to do is tap into the Most High, the divine power. Become a servant. Everybody want to be kings and bosses. Who wants to serve the Most High? Who wants to do what they're told? Who wants to actually put in work for the kingdom to come? Because it's changing. You street dudes, it ain't working for you right now. The moment where they tell you it's quarantine time, you're going to take your black ass in that house. As tough as you talking. All the gangster stuff that you doing in the streets. When the workers of iniquity, when those people who are in control of this Luciferian construct, when they tell you to take your black ass in your house, you on punishment. The streets is dead. And all that you worked for, all the credit that you built, how is it going to help you then? So many people are materialistic and driven by money. And I do understand that you got to work. You got to grind. You got to do what you got to do to provide. And I'm not speaking out against that. I'm not speaking out against working for another race of people. Because sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get where you're going to get. We all have a path that we got to walk. But hopefully your mind is thinking bigger than that. Who wants to continue to work for somebody else their whole life when the Most High God gave us so much spiritual gifts, intuition, and the ability to acquire success and wealth? It's in our culture. It's in our DNA. People think that the disciples in Christ were poor and lowly. No. They had a boat. That would be equivalent to a jet, a private jet. So a lot of us think we bosses, think we kings of the streets, think we made it, think we have arrived. But really, you just a cotton picking slave. It's all about money for you. And a lot of y'all, you get the money, but you don't have no damn fulfillment. When you lay down at night, you feel something missing. I know. Been there and done that. When you look in the mirror, you don't see who you are supposed to be. Something's missing. When Christ told his disciples to follow him, a lot of them dropped everything. How many people are willing to sacrifice and let go for the kingdom to come? Because if you're not willing to sacrifice and let go, you're going to get chewed up and spit out. I'm telling you right now. Because listen, the wheat and the tare are being divided. The Most High spoke in a language that we understood. When they talk about the wheat and the tare, those are farming analogies. That's what we understood back then because we were actually building within our own. Here we have it. Food shortages on the brink. When are we going to start supporting each other and building within our own? Because listen, all the luxuries that we used to, It's got to come a time where we start to wean ourselves off of these luxuries and begin to think differently. Be willing to move as the spirit moves, because there's a spirit operating on the righteous and brothers and sisters who can see. And that spirit got brothers and sisters gravitating towards one another. Because those who can see, can see. A lot of these brothers out here, cotton picking slaves, you the toughest Don Dada. But in the brink of COVID-19, you found out that a lot of people's value wasn't what it was. That everything that was before them was a mere mirage. The money is a mirage. Don't you see there's an economic collapse happening right now? You don't even have to be a financial specialist. You don't even have to be that intellectually sound when it comes to finances and money to understand what's going on economically. You got people burning down small businesses. They're trying to give all power to major corporations. These small businesses that's getting looted and destroyed, the insurance money is going to those people and they're getting paid because, listen, they know something's on the brink. They know something's on the horizon. They're getting their money and they getting the hell on. Because they want every major conglomerate and corporation in one accord for this quote unquote new world order, this new financial system. And if you're a person who can't live without the liberties that we've had, the luxuries that we had, you are not going to make it through all of this. You're going to sell your soul. Some of you all have already made a decision that you're going to be stagnated, comfortable in Satan's system. A lot of you people got a choice to make. If you one of them dudes in them streets and you got influence, you better change your ways and reach as many young brothers and sisters as you can, not to walk the path you walk. Explain to them that the game is over. This is the new wave. The new wave is spirituality. Some of these rappers were rapping about banging, gang banging, shooting, slanging, drug dealing. Now they trying to wake up. They trying to get into spiritualism and spirituality. Listen, if you don't step over all the way, you ain't gonna make it. You're gonna be considered lukewarm. You're gonna be chewed up and spit out by the Most High. You can't serve two masters. You can't rap about selling drugs to your community, destroying your people, killing your people, and then turn around and talk about how spiritual you are because you fast and eat healthy, because you meditate. No, there's rules and regulations that we got to live by. There's a code of conduct. And if you ain't following that code of conduct, then you're going to get chewed up and spit out. Make a choice. And that's the real deal right there. Are you still a cotton-picking Negro, a cotton-picking slave? Anyway, hopefully this video helps you out in your walk and your journey. If it did, make sure you mash that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Turn all your notifications on so you can get videos as they're being uploaded. Also, if you would like to see exclusive, raw, uncut material, link down in the description box for my Patreon account. Make sure you show your support. Thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.